Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vasset here at Outdoors with V. Welcome to this episode. Today we are out in the country for this adventure. It's beautiful out here. It's windy. It's definitely hot though. So it's 99 degrees with a heat index of 105. We have an excessive heat warning issued by the National Weather Service. So today's episode is all about staying hydrated, staying cool, and staying in the shade. I look forward to this episode. I look forward to hanging out with everyone. Let's get started. All right, everyone, just checking out the campsite. Look at all this space we have. My goodness. Love it, love it. All right, everybody, for today's adventure, we're using this tent by Coleman. This is their Sky Dome model, 4-person with darkroom technology. So that feature, darkroom technology, it's supposed to block 90% of sunlight and it can reduce heat inside your tent. So I'm really interested to see if that claim is true or not. And what's also interesting is that it says on the tent bag itself, water resistant 3,000 millimeter waterhead rated rainfly. So they're calling for storms later on. We'll see if it storms or not, but if it does, we'll put these claims to the test, see how cooler it is in the tent, see if it's waterproof. We'll see what happens. First, I gotta eat something. I'm starving. I packed some sandwiches. It's pretty late. It's 4:45, but I haven't eaten lunch. I plan on eating a late dinner anyway, so I'm gonna eat my sandwiches and hang out for a little bit, and I'll bring you guys back. All right, guys, we're hanging out. We're chilling. Yes, sir. By now, you guys probably know that I love sandwiches. And I tell you what, these sandwiches that I make, they always have turkey and ham. But sometimes I put, I don't know, lettuce in them. I like to season them too. So I like a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. And sometimes I'll do like cayenne pepper. I always do mayo. This time I got some lettuce in it too. But I always do like some kind of spice. Salt, pepper, oregano, whatever. Today I'm doing Old Bay. I got Old Bay in there. So there's that. Very simple, very easy. And just make it beforehand, pack it. That way you don't have to do a lot, right? So here we go. It's perfect right now. It's cold. It was in the cooler. It's so hot out here. I'm really thankful that I have this shade. Sun's going down that way. I don't have to worry about any more sunlight the rest of the day. Like I said, I mean, well, now it's almost 5, so it feels great out here. Feels great. I think I picked the perfect time to come out. It's still really hot. It's windy, so, but I'm still gonna have a blast. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna finish this sandwich. I don't wanna make you watch me eat the whole time. Once I'm done, I'm gonna set up the tent, hang out a little bit more, but I'll bring y'all back. So I finished my lunch and I had a little bit of ginger ale. Now, the most important part about trips like this, hydration. Some ice cold water. I packed like 5 or 6 of those in my cooler, and I have some more water in the truck as well. Really important to stay hydrated. I said that in my intro. Gotta stay hydrated. Gotta stay cool. Find as much shade as possible, you know, when you're hanging out, you know, like I'm doing here. Once I'm done with my water here, I'm gonna get started on shelter. And this area, almost the entire area, is covered in shade. Like I said, the sun's going down. It's 5:30 p.m. So we really don't have to worry about sun exposure really at all for the rest of the night. However, it's still really hot in the shade. Luckily, the wind is blowing very nicely. I mean, the gusts have got to be 20, 25. It's pretty windy. It's pretty windy. So it's really nice. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna finish up this water and get started on the shelter here in just a minute. All right, guys, so as you can see, I am directly in the sunlight over here. This one spot here is still getting direct sunlight. And when I'm standing here, I'm like sweating because that sun is right on me. Hopefully I'm coming in loud enough. I'm away from the camera, but I'm gonna put this tent up. And the reason why I'm putting it up in direct sunlight, I was telling y'all earlier about that darkroom technology feature. I wanna see how effective that is. Like I said, it's supposed to block out 90% of sunlight, and it's supposed to be cooler because of that darkroom technology feature inside the tent. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this up right here in the sun. Be right back. All right, guys, so tent's all set up. We're gonna go inside, and it's been sitting in the sun for at least 10, 15 minutes. So we're gonna go inside and see how cool it is in there. Obviously, I'm not done. It's windy, like I said. I'm gonna stake all this out. I'm gonna tuck the ground sheet underneath the tent. But first, I really wanna get inside here, see how dark it is in there, and see if it's any cooler. So let's get inside. All right, so we have our lamp. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. Get inside. And I have a feeling, oh yeah, it's definitely dark in here, guys. Close this thing up here. Let me turn my light on. Oh man, it's definitely dark in here. Dark room technology. You get a point. Man, let's see if I can put this lamp on here with one hand. Nope. All right, guys, so hopefully you can see me a little better in here, but it's definitely dark. Oh yeah, so it's dark in here. Had to get my light, turn it on, and set it up. But is it cooler? I don't know. It's a little cooler. Is it significant? I don't think so. I don't think so. But it's a tad bit cooler in here. Just a little bit. At least it's dark. We know that for sure. As the day goes on, let's see how much cooler it gets in here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my sleep system, set that up, and I'll bring y'all back. My sleep system's all set up here. As you can see, I'm using my one Tigress cot, the Hest mattress and Hest pillow, my one Tigress quilt. I doubt I'll need that, but you know, just in case I get cold, I probably won't. Got a Nature Hike ground sheet to protect the tent floor from the legs on the cot. Sleep system is good to go. I worked up a sweat, by the way. Yeah, it's so hot. I'm gonna hydrate some more, stake out the tent, and we'll be all set. It is 8:32 p.m. and it's getting dark. The wind is picking up. I've seen a flash of lightning here and there. You can hear some storms in the distance, but it's not here yet, and the sky looks like it's not gonna storm. So there you can hear some train noise in the distance as well. Anyway, let's go ahead and relax, guys. All right, everybody, we are chilling under our tarp. It feels really good out here. It's breezy. It's not as warm anymore. Still a little humid, but it's definitely not as hot as earlier. Guys, I got to be honest about something. So, you know, as I was setting up and as I was putting together this tarp, you know, readjusting the guidelines and all that, you know, I really wanted to focus on staying hydrated, taking breaks, and I didn't do a whole lot of filming, you know, when I was doing that. So now it's almost pitch black. I got my light on, but I really wanted to save the camera time. There goes that train again. Gosh, I really wanted to save the camera time for right now. I wanted to have some conversation with y'all. I wanted to, you know, talk a little bit, just about everything, about the channel. I want to answer some questions, you know, that some folks have asked in the comment section, and, you know, obviously, you know, cover some other topics as well. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and answer some of these questions. I went ahead and screenshot these. The service here is okay, but I just wanted to make sure that I had them. So I'd go to my pictures here. There goes the wind again. All right, so here's the first one. This one is from Steven Randolph, 5635. What's going on, Steven? I was wondering if you bring any kind of protection with you in case you run into any wildlife. That's a great question. Yes, I bring all sorts of protection. You know, I make sure that I have my bear spray. You know, I always carry a pocket knife, extremely sharp, and I carry a couple other knives with me as well. I carry my hatchet, and I also carry a handgun. So yes, I do carry, in my opinion, plenty of protection. All right, so this one is from MMT Pleasant. How are you? When you go camping, do you often run into other people? Your videos make it seem quite isolated. Yes. You know, I do run into people sometimes, maybe 2 or 3 times. You know, in my experience, you know, someone will, you know, want to just like hang out and have a long conversation. But other than that, in my adventures, you know, it'll just be a quick hi, bye, you know, how are you? Are you enjoying the weather? So on and so forth. What are you doing out here by yourself? That kind of stuff. So yes, but the areas that I do choose to go out and camp in, I try to make sure they're as secluded, private, you know, in the wild as much as possible. Obviously, this is farmland slash country land slash, we're still in the middle of nowhere, but it's certainly not the mountains. You know, we're not, you know, we're not at any kind of high elevation or anything like that. So next question. Just curious. This is from, by the way, sorry, this is from Jan Stewart. Just curious. Has the smells of the outdoor ever brought around wild animals, like a bear, for example? How are you, Jan? In my experience, you can hear them. You can certainly like sense that there's animals. They're extremely curious at any smell, right? Especially if it's a smell that they're not familiar with. Whether you're cooking, you know, they can smell you. They can smell you. You know, we all have a scent. You know, they can certainly smell you. They have the natural instinct to be curious, you know, to what you're doing when you're out there in the wild. All right, so last question. This one is from MP6448. What do you use for editing software? All right, so I use DaVinci Resolve. By the way, how are you? I use DaVinci Resolve. You know, I use it because it's free. So this journey that I've been on, this YouTube journey, and you know, the editing and uploading and so on and so forth, it has been a huge blast for me. I'm having so much fun. However, I want to be smart about what I invest in to do these projects. For example, the most expensive thing that I've purchased so far is this camera. You guys probably can tell the very first upload, the adventure that I had in the Mountain Valley, in that big field, the filming was good. It was 4K, you know, or 1080p, whatever. And it was filmed with an old GoPro. It was a GoPro Hero 5. This one is the GoPro Hero 11 Content Creator Edition. I think that's what it's called, or Creators Edition, something like that. It comes with like stabilization, so the camera doesn't shake as much, or if you're shaking it, you know, it kind of stabilizes it. And then it also comes with this enhanced microphone, supposedly. So I'm sure y'all can see the difference, at least I can, between audio quality and video quality. So I invested in that. It was about, I want to say $800 to $1,000 with the camera itself and extra batteries, accessories, you know, additional tech kit to hold the batteries and plugs and all that good stuff. But in terms of everything else, I've tried to keep it free or minimal, like, you know, I don't know, $29.99 or less. editing software, creating a logo for YouTube. I want to make sure that everything is great, but as I get to a point where I'm getting better and better, the channel continues to grow, so on and so forth, I'll start investing more money. All right, guys, so I am getting a little hungry now, but not to the point where I need a big meal. I think I'm just gonna do tuna, crackers, possibly another snack. So I'm gonna get that out, and we're gonna enjoy it here in just a minute. I got my tuna, got my crackers. Let's give this a shot. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. So this is Bumblebee wild caught tuna, spicy Thai chili. Really good. It's got a lot of flavor. Sometimes these are really bland, the packaged tuna. You got to add like salt and your own seasoning to it. But no, this is very good. Check that out. Cheers. Oh yeah. I think this works for dinner tonight. It's definitely enough. All right, guys, look. I'm gonna enjoy this, but I'm gonna bring you back and we'll continue talking. All right, everybody, we're inside the tent. I decided to come in here because the bugs were absolutely insane. I was out there, finishing up my tuna, and every time I tried to turn the camera on and record something, you have to get the light right. That way you guys can see me. Combination of my headlamp, my GoPro lamp facing like my white paper towels. That way it reflects on my face but doesn't blind me. It's just something that I've improvised. I can actually hear coyotes in the distance. Hopefully the camera picks it up when they start singing again. I love the sound of coyotes. Earlier I had mentioned that the Coleman tent had a 3,000 millimeter waterproof rating for the rainfly. I didn't cover the entire tent with my tarp. I only covered about half of it. So, this side here on my right side here, which actually has the most mesh, I left that side uncovered just in case it did rain, which, this is probably a moot point anyway, because it doesn't seem like it's going to rain anymore. But, if for whatever reason it does, we'll still be able to see if, at least this side is waterproof. I can tell you right now, the part that is covered, though, with my tarp, that is an AquaQuest 10x10 tarp. That tarp is 100% waterproof, bulletproof, you name it. No water's getting on this side, but I am interested to see if, on the off chance now, that if it does rain, then we'll see what happens on this side. I definitely wanted to bring this up tonight. I'd like to thank all of you for helping my channel reach over 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for your comments, your likes, suggestions, feedback, and guidance these last couple months. I couldn't be more excited about the growth of this channel. I look forward to providing more content, to engaging with everyone. So again, thank you so much. I want to give a big, big shout out to my guy, Luke, over at the Outdoor Gear Review channel. He needs no introduction from me, from anyone, obviously. If you're watching this episode, if you're watching me, you know who Luke is. My brother, Luke, thank you so much for introducing my channel to your viewers. It was a tremendous help getting my channel out there. And brother, I just want to thank you so much. I know I've annoyed you probably 3 or 4 times already, just thanking you, but I want to just say it here. Thank you so much for helping my channel grow. Also, to those who reached out regarding the death of my grandfather, thank you so much for reaching out, providing your condolences. My family and I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to go ahead and also say that I do have an Instagram. There is a link in 2 or 3 of my video descriptions, and also my main bio for the channel. But the name of the Instagram page is Outdoors with V, one word. Talk to me there. Send me a direct message if you want to ask me a question, or if you want to have a conversation. I look forward to it. I also have email as well set up. It is outdoorswithv@gmail.com. Very simple. Send me an email or send me a direct message on Instagram, and I'll do my best to respond. I am laying down, gonna try to get some sleep. As soon as I laid on this mattress, this Hest mattress and Hest pillow, let me tell you something, immediate comfort, just cool to the touch. I mean, it's an amazing product by Hest. So I know I touched on that in my last episode, but using it again on this adventure, still an amazing product. Extremely comfortable. So I am getting sleepy. As soon as I hit the mattress, wouldn't you know it, getting tired. So I'm gonna call it a night. I'll see y'all in the morning. Have a good night. It's a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful morning. Getting warm already. The sun's shining right over there. You can hear the birds. It's a little wet. And didn't rain last night. So it is what it is, right? Peaceful, peaceful. All right, I'm gonna get some breakfast out. I think we're gonna make things easy, and we're gonna do a Mountain House meal. The biscuits and gravy. I'm excited about that. Haven't had one of those in a while. I didn't really feel like cooking on this trip, guys. As you can see, it's been pretty chill. It's been pretty relaxed. Didn't really do a whole lot, mainly because of the heat. but I really just wanted to try to relax and do as little as possible. But that's how it goes. I'm gonna go ahead and have a seat, make my breakfast, my coffee, bring y'all back here just a minute. All right, everybody, cheers. Oh man, just what I needed. So, I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I opened up this mountain house, I think I tore like the Ziploc part of it. So I had to like scrunch it up to try and seal it, but I think that still did the job. There's the biscuits and gravy there. Mountain house. I haven't had one of these in a while, so it might be too hot, but I am so hungry right now. Let's see what this looks like here. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be hot. Cheers, everybody. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm just gonna relax here, finish my coffee. I finished my mountain house meal there. Enjoy the rest of my trip. And I'm gonna go ahead and say bye to everybody here. I hope everybody has a great and productive week. I know I say that a lot in my videos. I think I've started saying that in the last two. Yeah, in the last two. The reason why I say it is really simple. First of all, I mean it 100%. I come out here to recharge, to reconnect, to regroup for the week to come. You know, I may have just had a stressful week. I may have just had a crazy schedule, and coming out here really allows me to be alone with my thoughts, reflect, and recharge. It's so important to do that. If you have the chance to get out here or do something that allows you to regroup, reconnect, recharge, you know, like I'm talking about, it's so important. It's so important to do that. That way you can have that strong and productive week that you need, because you owe it to yourself, your work colleagues, your family, your friends, to be the best version of yourself. That's it. I mean, that's, you know, it doesn't get any more simple than that. With that said, guys, I am done. this episode ends here. Thank you so much for joining me and hanging out with me on this trip. I greatly appreciate you guys. If you have any questions, any comments, anything like that, please put that down below. Please hit that like button, that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the content. I shared my Instagram page last night and my email. That's outdoorswithv on Instagram and outdoorswithv@gmail.com. Send me questions, send me whatever you think is relevant, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Everybody have a great, productive week coming up. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'll talk to everyone soon.